GC was the market leader. I think GC was the market leader at that time. He said GC is priced over 400 rupees. So I said, you should, introducing your product in the market, you should keep it 300 something. He says, no, they're going to price it above GC. I looked at him and said, okay, but lot to learn. And by the way, just to let you know, that incident, I brought it back into classroom over several years and discussed with the students how price perception can be created, how you can go above GEC and then bring the price below GEC and leave the market competition beside, but compete with the market leader in the quality perception. So, learning is not limited to the learning in the classroom, but a lot of things you learn from your seniors and other people when you interact with. I have been very, very fortunate, and I would request all of my friends to also take the opportunity to learn with your colleagues, learn with your friends. Now, to that point, I would like to say one thing for BHUMAA. That yes, there are a lot of events. There are events like this. Some people can enjoy. Yes, we bring the batches over here. We can enjoy. Sometimes I wonder the people sitting over here, little bored. Speaker after speaker, like some Atul Paruki are coming every time and speaking. What the use of it? I think there is an opportunity. The opportunity goes beyond this event, and that is, can we have, if because a lifelong learning. Shouldn't alumni also come back for a refresher course? Shouldn't there be a refresher course? That will also give an opportunity even for the faculty members to show to the industry people something very important. Sometimes we believe that the faculty member is not knowing of what the industry is doing. May be true, may not be true. I am always afraid of one part of the academics. What I am afraid of is what had happened in the United States when in 1959 and around that period of time, Carnegie Foundation and the Ford Foundation did a study of the business schools, and in a very scathing report said business schools were like trade schools. You can bring people from the industry to come and give war stories. It's easy to give a war story. People in the industry have lots of experience. You can talk one day, second day, third day. After the fourth day, fifth day is when the question arises. Being able to teach a student bit by bit, take them around the entire course material is very different from telling war stories. So, don't want to be a trade school, neither do you want to become what has happened to the United States business schools today. Many of them have become more isolated with abstract models. You see the crisis that happened recently. Much of the economy, because the economists were sitting in an abstract model. I am a strong believer that business school education is very similar to medical sciences. Because, why? In medical sciences, they have got a symptomatic diagnostic analysis process. We have the symptomatic diagnostic analysis process in the business. Medical sciences have got internship program. We have an internship program. The only difference, they have a 1-year internship program. We have a 2 months internship program. Medical school has a case method of teaching. We also sometimes have a case method of teaching. But the problem is that in medical school, in business schools, we teach dead cases. That happened some time ago. In a medical school, we deal with life cases. If you make one mistake, the patient is going to die. So can we begin to have a more clinical approach to teaching? A more clinical approach that also can be supported by a diagnostic laboratory. Creating laboratories where diagnosis can be done. Like medical sciences. We are a professional education. We are neither pure science nor are we a pure trade school. The biggest mistake one will make is bring anybody from the street and say, come and teach. That's a big mistake. They may have all the war stories, but education is somewhat different from merely talking about experiences. Experience is one part of it. But blending the two together is something which can be done. And to begin to do that, the first and foremost I would suggest is a method by bring the alumni into workshop for a refresher course where faculty also learns, alumnus also learns. Maybe students also. Current students, let them go through the curriculum. But I think most important is the current faculty and alumni. Can we share our knowledge together? One side, there's a lot of development in the knowledge. For many people who are 72 batch, I'm not very sure, at least my batch, many people have not kept up with the knowledge. Okay? Knowledge has surpassed, many cycles have gone by. So what do we do in order to bring everybody together, at least some amount of common knowledge? And knowledge, gain once is not enough. Knowledge has to gain many, many times. And I think that's what Pandit Madan Pandya wanted to always say, that it is lifelong learning, lifelong quest for knowledge, and that's something which BHUMAA can probably can probably initiate. And for this, I would request all alumni. We have been started contributing. Giving back is a very important thing to the institution. In my small ways, I would like to do, but I would put a challenge, and I would put a challenge to the alumni. Can we not raise $4 million together of so many batches of people? Two contributions, give us a goal of the next 3 years to raise the fund where we set up a management development center and an alumni center for the Faculty of Management Studies, where not only us and others will do it, it will become self-sustaining if we can seed it. And I think if we can do that, that will be one of the most important. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your scholarly delivery. The function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers. As we look ahead to the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. Mr. K.N. Kanappan has been blazing forth the trail of others to follow. He did his schooling from Malaysia. After that, he completed his graduation, that is Bachelor of Business Management from Faculty of Management Studies in 1972. After completing his graduation, he joined his family business of petroleum retail and coffee plantation and successfully managed it. Later he joined as Managing Director of NFPL, Chennai, and industry manufacturing non-ferrous brass, copper and aluminium forgings and machined components for auto, electrical, gas and general engineering industries. Presently he is managing oil palm plantations in Malaysia and investments in India. Besides being a successful businessman, he is active in social work as well. He was member of and president of Rotary Club. He was secretary and correspondent of a girls' higher secondary school at his village in Tamil Nadu. Mr. Kanappan has been associated with few temple renovations also. He was treasurer for about 8 years and secretary for 3 years of Sri Kashi, Nattukoti, Nagar Sastram and many other social and religious activities. Now I request Mr. Kanappan to please deliver his chief guest address.
Good afternoon to all of you. It's really very difficult to speak after 9 speakers and after a very successful professor talking just before me. They have said all whatever they want to say. Now let me start. Professor S.K. Singh, Dr. Atul Parvatia, Professor H.P. Chowdhury, Professor H.P. Mathru, Professor Deepak Barman, members of the faculty, dear fellow alumni members, and dear student friends. Why I am saying student friends? Whenever we enter institutions, we still think ourselves students. Though we would have studied 40 years back, when we enter the BHU campus, we still feel as young as 18 years or 20 years old. It is a pleasure standing in front of you in this in the Udupa auditorium as a chief guest, where we were sitting as a board just in the audience there. I am really honored and thank the faculty for making me the chief guest of this function. And I will also at this junction thank our friend Sri Bagla for coordinating this meeting and also coordinating with the department. First of all, you all heard a lot of things. I would like to tell you a story. It is not a very new story. You all have heard umpteen times, but I would like to repeat it again. You all know about the story of a hat seller who had a lot of hats with him. While he was sleeping, the monkeys took away all the hats So what this man did, he threw the hat off, and the monkeys threw it off. This happened many years ago. Today, a young man, probably the grandson of that old dealer, was also selling hats. So he went around, he was sleeping, the monkeys all took it away. What this man did, he tried the whole method of his grandfather. He started throwing the hats. But the monkeys never threw back. You know what the monkeys say? We also know, our parents have told us, when dealer will come, he will throw the hats, you don't throw away. So they have become smarter. So gentlemen, the world has become smarter. As the professor telling you elaborately, we can be following old methods. This short story will emphasize you, we have to change. We have to think new ideas. We should have new strategies. Because other man may change his strategy. And this little story will give you a lot of principles. If you go through deeply on these chains, a lot of management principles in it, you can definitely analyze and you can be definitely a successful man. If you can anticipate and try to plan your activities to get whatever result you want. I think our Professor Singh's told, Kashi is a very holy city. No doubt about it. One thing I want to tell the young students out here, Benares is a world by itself. University is a different world. Once you're out of the gate, it's a different world altogether. The whole world can be seen here. You can see a rickshaw man. You can also see people living on the road. And one side you can see a lot of scholars. One side is people who are very uneducated. And one side you can see all foreign cars and foreigners coming in. And you've got other side illiterate people.
Which one? Itu movie, yes.
And you go to Vishwanath Gully, all narrow streets. Dirty everywhere. One thing I have felt, I don't know how many I felt it, in spite of all this, people like to come back to Benares again. Why? It's a big question. I would just request the youngsters out here, don't stick yourself to the university. You have to, if you want to know the outside world, please, wherever you find time, you go to Godalia, walk along the Ganges, go to the Vishwanath Gully, and see the scenario yourself. I think there are a lot of things for you to learn, and definitely it will inspire you and you will become more spiritual. And what we need today, apart from all the developments, there are conflicts everywhere. Why there are conflicts? There's a friendship, and everybody wants to overdo the other. They either fight with the knives, or fight with guns, fight with nuclear weapons, or fight with words, or fight with money. So how do you? We can do a lot of things, you know. Unless we start behaving as a human being as such, I think there's no future. What I would like to make some young friends and other friends here, first of all, let us all think the whole world full of human beings. Then you can say, you are an engineer, you are a policeman, you are a doctor, whatever it is, you are American, you are an Indian, you are a Benares man, and you are a Chennai man. It's all different. But basically, ladies and gentlemen, let us all think that we are human beings. I mean, this thought will definitely reduce the tension of the whole world. Why do you have tension and fight? Because we don't think we are a man, a human being. It's very simple as that. Animals don't fight, do they? I don't think so, very rarely. And they don't have jealousy against other people. We do have. In spite of all the development in education, what we ultimately do. I hear one management group, was Swamiji telling me 30 years back, in Indian Resource Management, please don't have competition. I don't know how far the Westerners agree on that. Always cooperate. Don't change the slice model of one item and close the other factory over the factory. What's the idea? So you're ruining other men, but Western culture is not that. You say try to help, create wealth. I think a lot of talk is going on today on social responsibility. One little thing I would like to say. So creating profit is different than creating wealth. Create profit you are creating for yourself. Now morning somebody was telling me, government is hinting that you must spend 2% of income for your social responsibility. What should government give? This is what our forefathers did. Whatever they earn, certain percentage definitely they go to the poor and the needy. We are again going back to the old system again in a new method. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have been here for a very long time. There is a cultural program of that. I do not want to prolong my speech. I would only end my speech by saying that we have to strike together to make this world a peaceful place and a happy place for our children to live. I wish all of you all a very happy, prosperous, eventful, peaceful 2012. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Every gift from a friend is a